Okay. Now, here's the shift. I talked to Jerald Redmon, the owner and the operator of Red Zone Fitness. Now, here is somebody that is actually living in his peak performance and has been living in his peak performance for a while. Just had a new baby whose name is Red, just like him, who's also out in the field of the community, who's also in the community doing great work, but who's a man that is actually living his raps. And when I say living his raps, is he's living what he's preaching. This man drove his bike to his then gym, a bike, yeah, bling, bling, that type of bike, to go there because he was motivated to make a change in his life. I'm motivated to make a change in my life. So who better to talk to than a man that started his own gym? And Jerald Redmon. So let's have that conversation with Jerald Redmon. So why don't y'all like anybody? Why North Shore always beefing with everybody?
Man, for one point,
You see, I got tension. I'm doing this. I'm like,
for one point, just was good in football, man. We talk a lot of trash.
okay,
man.
you ain't gotta start. Football is not the only thing that y'all got.
Yeah.
Like y'all got more out there.
No, man, for us, all jokes aside, it all started with the old school because I'm big in music too, like as far as the Houston culture. So some stuff like even we call our gym the best gym on the north, not the north, the north.
The north.
Yeah, so even down to the old school Swish House days and just the north beef with the south and just stuff like that. It just was
Yeah, but now it ain't. Even though it is the Swisher House and screw it, like it don't even matter.
It don't even matter. Yeah, it don't even matter.
It's like now it's like
just staying in their bubble. Just like, oh, you all the way on the north because even for the gym, they was like, man, you all on the north side. I'm like, yeah, it's about an hour drive. Even my homeboys that stay, got a lot of people that stay out in Pearland, even past like everybody moving the road, sharing it, just stuff like that. I'm like, y'all are far, so. Yeah, it's Houston built up. So
so when they drive out there hours, you be like, it's gonna be worth it.
Oh, anybody that drive to the gym, I rock with them. Yeah, because I got a lot of support from around the city, especially being black owned. So It's been good, man. It's been like we got people that drive from Mo City, Pearland, Friendswood, even coming from like further north, New Caney. It's crazy. So it's been good. So now my little childhood beef, I let it ride because the city rock with us. City rock. You see the city.
You North Shore guys can be nice now because you're doing good work in the community. You got the gym. So wait, so it's Red Zone inspired by?
Yeah, it's Red Zone Training Center, and like even from like I went to Westfield back in the day.
Yeah,
and I colors was black and red. So like my high school was like 10 minutes from the gym, so I grew up in that area. So we get a lot of support just from the area as well.
Are you getting any like former athletes or former or any guys from the high school coming to train with you?
Man, crazy. One of my top trainers was one of our top players at our high school, and he has a lot of support from like Klein, even the Klein, Cypress, the surrounding area. So it's been good. But also our day-to-day client right now is just people that want to get in shape. So that's how. I started off like bodybuilding background, but
you was a bodybuilder?
Yeah, so like bodybuilding.
So you was like,
yeah, just literally, and like now I just run. I just did the show in April because I got so fat. I'll try to show y'all pictures, but I got ridiculously fat.
Like you?
Yeah,
got fat.
Oh man, I got up to like 270. Oh, I was at the baby boy was born. Let's see, Baby Red is the one now.
Baby Red because your nickname is Red.
Oh yeah. So we call him Baby Red.
Yo, wait. Hold on, wait.
We're gonna
so not only does he have your first name.
Oh, you got the nickname too.
He got the nickname too.
Yeah. We got it. Yeah. That's only boy.
The only boy.
Princess. Yeah, I got my princesses, and I got that's my first boy. So yeah, he Baby Red as well.
Yeah.
But while my fiance was pregnant, I'm talking about we just door dashing, baby. I wasn't lifting. I wasn't doing nothing. I got it to like 270.
I use this.
Slops. Oh, happy too. Oh, look, just face off. I'm going to the gym. I'm wearing 3X shirts. They like, yeah. I say, man, let me go ahead and get my stuff in order, man.
Well, you can kind of do that when you like on in the gym. They can't really.
It was getting bad, man.
It was getting bad.
Getting bad.
It was so were you getting tired walking up the steps? You know how sometimes you get tired walking up the steps.
What was crazy?
You be out of breath when you get
crazy thing for me was, I still train. So I'm trying to demonstrate the exercises, some of the movements, not necessarily taking me out of breath, but like trying to bend down at certain movements. I say, man, my little belly getting in the way. I said, okay. it was getting too much. I said, man, let me practice what I preach instead of just being one of them fat trainers. So that was, and also just I'm getting older, 35. So, you got to make sure that your health is really in line too. So, not just the physical, but I'm a real big part of like being healthy inside as well, not just looking good. So, yeah.
What, so you were 270.
Mm-hmm.
How long did it take you to drop 270?
Man, I started New Year's Day literally with the rest of the world. Everybody started New Year's. And I got my show, I just did a show April 19th. I lost 68 pounds, and from January 1st to April 19th. 68 pounds. So like 4 months basically.
Yeah.
And it was real.
Yeah. What place did you come in?
I got second at that show. So yeah, it was good. Yeah, we got second in that show. Very grateful. The main deal, it just was a lot of sacrifice and hard work over that 4 months, because it was working out 3-4 hours a day.
Well, so are you training at your gym?
Yeah, I did everything at my gym.
You did everything at your gym?
Yeah, good branded too, got to show them. I say, hey, you come to Red Zone, you change your life, baby.
So you became the product.
Yeah.
All right, so what's that like? Also, you're in the gym.
Yeah.
You're in your gym now.
Yeah.
You ain't in nobody else's gym.
Correct.
So
yeah.
What's that mind frame like?
That mind frame was, I had to really mentally lock in, because so many times, you might go somewhere and you're like, at my gym, I'm social. That's one of our big things is service. So we talk to everybody, but I really have to I hired one of my best friends, which is one of our trainers at the gym, to coach me, because we tell people what to do all day, whether it's training or my staff or anything. I just say, hey, I need a plan. I need to know what to do. So like literally doing that hour, I even told my staff, I said, hey, unless the building burning down, let me have this hour. Let me train. So literally I just had to lock in all my sessions where they knew to leave me alone. They didn't want to talk to me because I wasn't like this on prep. I was no carbs, tired. So, but yeah, it was good. It was the first time I'd ever prepped in the gym, in my own gym.
In your own gym?
Yeah. But
what that feel like?
It was, from where we came from, like, to be real with you, it was a good feeling, because we recently expanded a few years back, and I always had to go to everybody else's gym because we didn't have enough equipment. But this was the first time I really got to kind of really, instead of just buying the equipment, I got to really see, hey, how it felt to actually work out in the gym consistently. But also, it helped me also because I'm always, you're probably a perfectionist as well, but you always, constantly seeing what's needed. So it also helped me see, okay, I'm kind of lacking in this area. And we really built the gym up even during that 4 months. I started buying more equipment that I wanted, and it was
for you to be like, I need this,
because I've been hearing it, but I wasn't really, of course we're getting business and members, but I hadn't been actually working out in my facility, if that makes sense. I wasn't, it's like buying a car, but your wife or somebody always driving, you never did it. Like, oh man, actually it would ride better if you did that. Same thing in the gym. I'm, saw it, and I'm looking at the numbers, the membership's going up, but like using it daily, I really got to see, how to improve it.
How to improve it.
Yeah.
So you was able to work from the inside. Kind of like that, what's that show so you was undercover boss, but actually...
Yeah, essentially.
Essentially like working towards a goal.
Yeah, working towards the goal.
So you could have had a whole undercover boss show if in there.
Oh, they would, yeah. But people, they knew to kind of, stay out the way, because some days I was in a good mood, some days I was in a bad mood. But yeah, it was good, bro.
So your moods are affected by how you're training, because just you're tired, or you're just mentally exhaustion and just everything that you got to deal with?
I think it was, for me, more the tiredness, because, and everybody's different. Like, for instance, one of my best friends who trained me, man, this fool. Did I say this fool? Because that's how I talk to her. He live on prep, so it doesn't affect. He's happier on prep than when he's not on like a bodybuilding prep. So I think it's to the person. So how I am.
And prep, you mean meal prep?
Yeah, like bodybuilding prep, like working out.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, he in Vegas right now at a show. Like, that's his deal. Like, that's what he, passion. And when I say passion, like, he lived like that to the T. Like, as far as he don't care about any other social aspect, going out, he want his chicken and rice. So he's happy on prep compared to, I think it varies by the individual. So like for me, a big part of, what I like to do, I like to, go out. I'm a social person. So when I say we want to go to Los Cucos, go get a margarita, we might, want to go to El Tiempo. So I need that aspect too. And when I don't get it, I ain't happy.
Wait, what's El Tiempo?
Oh man. If you ain't...
Never mind, you ain't even got it.
Go to El Tiempo. That's all I'm gonna say.
Go to El Tiempo. Okay.
On West Time.
Okay, got you. All right.
Yeah.
West Time. Okay.
Yeah. So I go to the South for that.
Okay. So you are locked
Mm-hmm.
in your gym.
Yeah.
Now, what are you doing to like? What's like your day-to-day, like on your day-to-day routine? How many hours are you training? Except that 1 hour, but
Yeah.
even though you're training,
Yeah.
that hour's done, but you're still doing other things to like maintain.
While previously while on prep.
Yeah, while on prep. Yeah.
Honestly, it was at least every day was 3.5 hours of training. So like basically an hour to hour and a half on weights and 2 hours of like cardio. So like whether it's running, whether it's on stand mass or something like that, and then plus the nutrition portion, because that's the biggest part. So plus the actual meal prepping. Good things, I partner with meal prep companies that shout out to Flex Foods. They basically sponsor my whole prep. So it was just literally, I had it easier because like normal person, they got to go grocery shopping, buy their food.
Mm-hmm. You was able to.
Oh, they brought the meals to the gym. All I had to do was warm them up.
So you had the meal to the gym.
Yeah.
You cut out El Tiempo.
Oh yeah,
because you was.
I stayed in the house too.
You stayed in the house.
Oh, yeah.
See,
Yeah.
no, that's part of it too. Okay,
yeah. It was it. We wasn't going nowhere.
You wasn't going nowhere. Yeah. So what are you doing at the house to stay in it? Like to stay like locked in? I mean, I'm
chasing them around. Kids. No, seriously though. By the time I get done my normal day, I'm already tired. So like normally I'm an early bird, so I like to start around 4 a.m. anyway.
Every day you wake up.
I mean, 4 out of 7 days.
Yeah,
but usually wake up around 3:15 and 3:30. That's my first client.
That's when your body is starting to like.
Man, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been doing it for waking up that early for 10 years, and I still gotta say it. I'm a person. I keep it real everywhere I go. I still set 5 to 6 alarms. I gotta wake my body up in phases. So.
You go snooze.
Oh yeah,
put it down.
Yeah, we snooze. At last snooze, we know it's time. If I make it to the last one, I say, all right, we gotta go, else we gonna miss this.
You get a little like annoyed at yourself when you don't get up a little bit. And you're like
every time I'm like, because it's your fault. It's my fault, and I do it every time. Yesterday, I think I slept. Yeah, I think I was supposed to be at the gym at 4. I don't think I stay close to the gym, but I know I need to be at the door by 3:40.
Yeah.
I didn't get out the door. I remember looking at the clock, it's 3:52. I said, you don't be late. Couldn't be mad at nobody but myself.
Okay.
Yeah. But once I'm up, I'm good. But
okay.
I still, yeah.
So once you're chasing them around, you're in the house and you're still getting ready for like this.
I'm only talking about after work?
Or no, well, I'm talking about in your prep mode and in your and this would be your peak performance.
Yeah,
mode.
Like in prep mode.
Yeah.
Oh man, prep mode, I say literally my body naturally just woke up. I say at 4 o'clock I felt more rested than I did at 6 or 7, just because honestly, for me, I cut out everything. So anything I'm taking in, like as far as I'm only drinking water, even monitoring caffeine. So honestly, waking up when I'm on prep was way easier than just like right now I'm on a maintenance plan. So like, I can eat Chipotle and stuff like that. But yeah, right now
I think we're all on a maintenance plan.
Yeah,
we're all eating Chipotle.
Yeah. But it was okay. It was a lot.
So you're waking up. What's your first meal? And then are you fasting? And
my first meal is always usually around like 6:30. So I usually have a break from 6:30 to like 8. So first meal I eat basically the same thing for 4 months. First meal is like egg whites, oatmeal, or egg whites and ground turkey.
Mm-hmm.
Just depends on if I had carbs or not. And second, after that, I don't like any other food. I'm probably one of the few fitness people that I don't crave. Like, I don't like anything healthy. I hate to say it like that, but I'm a human too. And I'm very transparent on my journey. So I always tell people, if everybody liked, asparagus and this, and you might like it, but I say, if everybody did that, everybody would be, the doctors would be less busy, as I say, and also everybody would be rocking around here in shape.
Mm-hmm.
I say, so, I'm not scared to say certain things that what I like, because I like to see I like to tell people that, anything is possible. It just starts with changing your mind. So like me, I was a kid my dad came from a strict household. I got in trouble for not eating green veggies. To this day, my fiance now, even when I'm on prep, she juices all of my like cold pressed juice, most of my veggies. Only thing I can eat in bulk is like asparagus. But yeah, other than that, she cold press everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, but I like to show people that, you know, if you're having an issue or like, I always tell people at the gym, I say, it's your choice, to do what you want to do. You can do, honestly, it sounds cliche, but I tell people you can do anything that you want to do. You got to get that mental right first. So for me, I was sick and tired of like not looking the part. And also like I had high blood pressure. I was getting more tired. My skin, like even I have very sensitive skin. I was breaking out more, and just not because, I was doing something different. It was what I was putting in my body and putting BS in my body. So I did that. Everything fixed up. I'm talking my skin got back clear, not breaking out, high blood pressure. Even I went back to get checked up. Doctor was like, I was like, I told you. He was like, hey, you need to get on this and that. I said, man, I'm eating takeout 2 out of 3 times of the day. So I said, I know what it is. Let me lock in mentally and do it. So I'm huge on that. And that's been a major part on just like growing the brand.
And when you went to the doctor, was that like the only thing that you got checked out? Like a high blood pressure? Did you get the whole?
Like crazy. That was that game. That started off at game day. Then I went to my primary care because when I went in.
You went to game day to get your.
Yeah. Because I want to get my levels checked because. Wow. Another thing, like I was working out for about just being real, I was working out for the first month. I'm talking about doing everything right. Man, I wasn't really seeing any result. So I was like, man, let me link up. I've known Connie for a while, but anyways, I was like, let me go get my, some blood work done to see what's going on. And that was the main thing. It was like, so you got high blood pressure.
For the people who don't know who Connie is, who is Connie? Connie,
one of the owner of Gameday Men's Health. So yeah. Gameday Men's Health.
So you're friends with Connie, and you was talking to her about it, and then
and then they scheduled me an appointment. They was like, man, let's get some. Yeah, it was like
that's great
because I'm one of those guys. I was like, oh man, I'm good. I'm probably just need it. But it was like 4 weeks, and I was hitting it hard. Man, I was like, and I'm talking about. I'm getting off the Stairmaster just drained. I'm talking about, and I wasn't doing that.
Everybody get off the Stairmaster drain, man. But
it was different though.
Yeah. No, I know what you say.
But so they actually, and that's why I like them because they was honest. They wasn't just trying to put me on a whole bunch of stuff. They was like, hey, so go see your primary care, see what's going on. Is basically high blood pressure, high cholesterol, stuff like that. And I was like, all right. And doctor was just straight up. He was like. Same thing I tell my clients. He's like, you ain't gonna be able to fix, years or months or whatever you've been doing in 4 weeks. He was like, give your body time to regulate and all that, and actually keep on, drinking your water, eating a balanced diet and stuff like that. So did that another 4 weeks, and the weight just started coming down. He's like, you ain't just doing it. So you ain't, and they was like, you ain't 25 no more. They was like, you ain't just gonna come off just because you decided to get on the treadmill for a month.
Okay. and so once the weight started coming on, and you're doing everything right, you're eating right. Now, were you taking any other supplements to help speed up that process?
Yeah, the only thing I
did work with that process.
Yeah, I did honestly just protein powder and the BCAAs, like recovery and protein. I'm big on that. I tell everybody because. Even I always mess with my apostle. I don't do none of that stuff. I don't do none of that supplement stuff. I don't need it. I said, I respect it, but that's what the protein shake was one of my best part of my days because it was some flavor. Everything else, drinking water.
What's the best protein shake flavor? And what is your favorite protein? Well, no, we can't say that. But what's the best flavor?
Man, I'm boring, bro. Give me that classic vanilla.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. I'm boring too, bro.
That's all.
Hey, listen. That's all I
need. A
couple vanilla, some bananas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we use Prestige Labs. That's who we use at the gym. I say I like them because it's actually like they don't put any BS in their brand. So I rock with them heavy and very clean protein. So I use them, and then the branched chain amino acids for recovery. Those were the two that I use faithfully.
Okay.
Yeah, still do faithfully.
Still do then and now.
Yeah.
Okay.
As a part of the daily routine, I have to have it because, right now, like I say, I run more than I lift. I only lift 3 times a week now, but I run 5 to 6 times a week. So, yeah.
All right, how many miles you putting in?
Weekly now.
And also, too, what's your mile time?
Weekly I'm putting in about 40, 50 miles. Depends on the run. Like, we ran a Memorial last Saturday. We all met up for 10 miles. we did
10 miles?
Yeah, we did 10 miles last Saturday.
You heard me when I said 10 miles?
10 miles, yeah.
Did you hear the register? You just,
Yeah, that pitch we
yeah, you saw that? Like, so you just going out there, just be like, yo, let's go meet up and let's run 10 miles. Because and then y'all go to El Torino after.
Man, I've been staying away, man. Crazy, believe it or not. I had to, I only go once a month now, man. We was frequent flyers in that, man. We knew we come in and hey, Ray.
Yeah.
Now we once a month.
Once a month.
We're gonna go today though. It's National Tequila Day today, so we're gonna go.
See, you're going to, but when's the next time you running 10 miles?
We already got that. Hey, work already done.
Work already done. So now,
work already done.
Okay,
so we only ran 4 today, but it all depends. The pace all depends on the how like the mileage, but like our normal pace, like if we're just running like our casual runs are 3 miles. It's a fun run, nothing crazy. We going anywhere from 8 to 9 minute pace for myself.
Mm-hmm.
We run with some boys. They cold. They fast. They cold. Let them do them.
Are they younger or they just
crazy? Most of them older than me,
and they just be
but we train and my ladies too, not just my guys, but a lot of the people that are crazy enough to run those 10 miles with us. They they do half marathons and marathons. So running 3 miles, running 3 miles, something like that. It's all fun.
Are you thinking about running a marathon? Or have you ran it?
Yeah, I ran 1 full marathon and I've ran 5 half marathons. So I'm training. I'll be doing the Chevron marathon this come January, but I've only got 1 full marathon under my belt and I got 5 halves.
When do you start training for that?
That's what we on retraining right now.
You're training right? Yeah. Okay, but when do you start training? Like when do you start? Because everybody has their own individual training. Of just like
right now. Yeah. I would start like really seriously training more closer to it, but I just want to be able to when I start. So like when I say closer to it, when it cools down. So for me, honestly, for me, October, I start really like training straight for that marathon. Because right now, the most mileage I'm putting in is 10 to 12. But they want you to get on them long runs where you're running 17, 18 miles, all that. But right now, I'm just having fun with it. That's it. Yeah, we're just staying in shape.
Okay, so what are you using? It seems like you got a lot of energy.
You
got like, where do you get all this energy?
Man, I tell people you gotta want it.
And that's it. You gotta want it. I want it. I want it. I want it.
You gotta want it. And then I couldn't do it when I was fat, just to be real, because I was maybe eating 1 or 2 times a day. So like now I'm eating. For me, I eat 5 to 6 times a day. So the fuel too, what you put in your body, and then also sleep. So like now, I'm serious about that sleep. So when I get home, usually I get home 6, 7. We chill. Can I say kids go to bed from 9 to 11? I'm getting in that bed, and because every day, I'm getting the most sleep possible. Yeah, so I'm serious about that sleep. The sleep, you can miss. Even today they was like, hey, we're gonna meet up because it's National Tequila Day. I was like, well, I can meet you up earlier, but by about 8 o'clock. I'm headed to the house. Yeah, I'm headed to the house.
Yeah. When take me back to like a moment of when you felt like you were in like your peak performance.
Man.
Like whether it's through, I know we're talking about this your competition that you're getting ready for that, or is it even because now you ran a marathon.
Yeah.
So now that is a different type of like,
I think honestly, it sounds crazy, but right now I feel like I'm like peaking because, everybody always says this because I'm in the best shape of my life, but I really am. I've never, not even from like a cocky standpoint, I've never had to try this hard to be in shape. So I think now, I'm blaming it on age. I don't know what it was, but I'm blaming it on age. But I'm at a point in my life now to where I'm having fun in all aspects, like blessed family, blessed business, and then like actually just like I'm not working out because I have to, or because like, oh, I don't want to be fat. Now we're meeting up socially just to like, even my daughter's running, she'll run a mile with me, but it's more instead of meeting up to get, the food, drinks, and all the other stuff, like we're meeting up to work out, run, or just getting better. So right now I feel like, I'm in that middle of like, my peak performance just because like, it's running's not hard. Everything is going pretty good. But I also, one of my big things, and talking about like just peak performance in all aspects was this year I made up my mind about time management. Like as far as in I felt like all the way up until this year, my time management wasn't the best. And I think once I started prioritizing different things and also.
So you was always late.
Oh, man. And I come from a family where there's like, hey, man, don't, hey, make sure you own it.
Because your dad is, he's strict. Yeah, you don't play.
And moms
don't play. So how'd you get, what happened? What
got comfortable, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got comfortable, but, I'll be on time, but on time to me, if we told me to be here for 1, I'll get in by 1:05, brother. Get in by 1.
All right, that's cool.
I think right now is like where I started prioritizing, like, what really matters, and also trying to grow the gym so much. I put a lot of my own stuff, like sacrificing wise, like health wise, like on the back burner, to be real with you. Health wise, like, I done been through it with entrepreneurship. You already know it was, I done been through it. So this year it was like the year of, I was like putting like that, getting that time back as far as with family and myself, as far as like prioritizing myself instead of just worried about the money.
Yeah.
Just to be real with you.
So what's driving you now?
Honestly,
in the sense that like everything is like, it seems like, you're on this pathway to like, doing this, but like what else is like really like driving you?
Honestly, the crazy on the business side, everything, of course, my family, man, drives me a ton. Like, man, the motivation is unreal, and being able to also continue to build, and let them see that example with kids and just everything, but also with the community we built at the gym. It drives me because I see so many people come in and everybody comes in and gets in shape. But one of the main things, business side, I see people change as far as for the good. So like, we're a very community based, driven gym. Like, we do a lot for the community, but what I'm getting at is like, I'm seeing, kids come in getting a different kind of confidence. Because, the world right now is, it's always been judgmental, but with social media and all that, it's
the internet. Man, it's the internet.
Even kids just got it. I hate to say, but, everybody want that image because what they see, is constantly in front of your face. But seeing the different people, and so many people come up to me or message me and or even just tell me about how Red Zone has helped them out. And crazy, it's more mental than physical. Like, just like, you never know what somebody's going through. I'm come from from background, I speak to everybody. Like, if I walk in a room, I already know you, but, and it might not be elaborate, but, at least, just like when I first met you.
Yeah, see.
We're going to be good.
Yeah.
And, but the stories of people telling me how this place has been very therapeutic for them. So that's what keeps me going as far as wanting to improve the business and want to keep on, getting that better, but also set an example for, my family as far as like, anything is possible. Cause like, to build what we built on the business side, literally, we like, even my fiance can tell you, my parents can tell you, risked it all. Like, when I built this gym, I didn't have a car. I was riding a bike to this bad boy.
You was riding a bike?
Yeah, I was riding a bike. And people don't.
Would you say you was in your peak performance riding the bike to the gym? Man, you was, tell me, that's a different type of peak. You want to speak on that just a little bit? Yeah. What was that like? Yeah. What's that like? Riding your bike to your dream.
Man.
Riding your bike every day to your dream.
Then I couldn't see. When I say couldn't see it, I saw the vision, but then I just was like so stressed because people thought I was like, oh, they was like, man, I said, he's, it was easy because they was like, oh, he just want to be in shape. So, because I was kind of embarrassed. People didn't know I didn't have a car. Oh, they might have, but, until I started speaking out about it, and people was like, what the hell? I thought you just was, training to get it in. Yeah. So I was getting it in, but I was trying to get it in to get to it. But nah, that was peak performance, like mentally, so much motivation I had back then. I was like, I was one of the only people that could see it. Like, I was like, this is going to work. Like, as far as like, I'm talking about like, it was just a different type of mental toughness to where like, when you go down to like, when I say financially, just like rock bottom, like we literally I had not even that left in the tank.
Do you want some more water? Because we don't need you to go. Yeah, no. Hey, man, we need some more.
I didn't have nothing left, on reserves. It had to work. I didn't have a plan B to where like even a week before Red Zone opened, I got a call because I was waiting on the last shipment of a last delivery for equipment. He was like, hey, man, you got a balance of like $14,800. I might have my account might have been negative at that time. I didn't have it. I looked outside. I had a red zone truck. I had my truck, my only source of transportation. I called up a good friend of mine that has a car dealership. I said, hey man, just was straight up with him. I say, hey, I need to get X amount to sell my truck. I say, nothing's wrong with it. He say, man,
Wow.
he said, I'm just being real with you. He said, man, I'll buy it today. He said, he said, I can't pick it up. And he was so real. He was like, man, he said, I'll buy it today. But he said, man, just drive it for another 2 weeks. Cause he said, I'm going to post it up. And if I get somebody interested in it, he said, now if you wreck it, I need that money. He was like, drive it for another 2 weeks and I'll come get it in 2 more weeks from you. He's like, where you can at least have it. But he's saying, he brought me the money to my first gym that same day in a cashier's check. And I was able to basically put that in the bank. And that's how I bought a piece of equipment. Like, we didn't have any equipment. That was the remaining balance of the equipment that was supposed to be delivered. And that was like June 1st. We opened like June 11th. Mm-hmm. So, it was either sink or swim. After that, I was at the house. I was like, well, I say, we all in now because we can't go get another car. Mm-hmm. One of my trainers had a spare bike. And she was like, man, just ride this till you get another car. And crazy. At first, my pride was hurt. My fiance, we didn't stay together at the time. She stayed all the way on West Town, but she was like, man, she was like, while I'm at work, you could just use my car. And even my,
wow.
And even my pops was like, well, you can use my car. I think he gave me his car for a week, but it kind of situated. But at the end of the day, they needed their cars back. That was about 2 weeks. So I was riding that bike every day. I moved closer to the gym, and it was like a 15-minute bike ride each way. Sometimes, my fiance would come pick me up, or pops would like let me use his car. But for the first 6 months of that gym, first 3 months. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. The first 3 months it was the bike, and then I got a little revenue, and I worked a deal with the people next door, and I started just renting cars. But I still didn't have a car. I started renting cars weekly, but it was a struggle, man. Struggle.
So, but now it ain't no struggle no more.
It's been it's been a blessing, but. I tell all my entrepreneurs, and like, we're not nowhere near where we want to be, but very blessed. We've been able to do, just the support has been crazy. At that point, we had 60 members. We just hit the 1,500 members mark. And like, we grew from 60 people to 1,500 people in 3 years.
Yeah. You just said something about like what you would tell like your entrepreneurs. Yeah. So being as far as like in that peak performance mode, like what's a piece of peak performance advice for an entrepreneur in this space? That
in that space, you have to make sure that you can see the vision. Don't ever lose sight of the vision, because there's going to be all kind of obstacles in your way. When I say obstacles, like, you might, have to sacrifice material things, relationships, and what's meant to be will be. I was like, I lost at that, people I thought was down for me. No shade to nobody. Never asked, but if you see you see your brother or your sister hurting, naturally you might not even have no bread to give them, but some form of way you're gonna provide some aid. So people that when everything was all good, you roll. But I say when stuff get when things get tough, I always tell my not even just young, anybody that's trying to do anything, it's gonna
tell me. I want you to tell me. I need something to
It's gonna get tough, but you got to see it through, and you got to see your own. You got to see your vision through. Like, I always tell people, literally work. Don't let anything deter you from it. If everybody would be successful if it was easy, it's worth working for it. And if you can see the vision, it's worth it. Work towards it. And I see it. I still see where I want to be, still see where I want to go. And that's why we continue to, work towards it. So, and you actually have to, of course, I knew we were going to gain some financial, freedom from it, but it wasn't even it sounds, everybody say this, it wasn't even about the money, but it wasn't. I knew the money was going to come because I genuinely want to help people. That's why I started a gym. I could have kept on training, just personal training only, but I wanted a safe place for people, because when I first came in the gym, I was intimidated. I was a skinny kid, 6 feet. When I graduated high school, I was 150 pounds at 6 feet. But you have to make sure that you're not just doing it for the bread, because if you're just doing it for the money, it ain't going to work, in my opinion. It might, but it ain't going to work, in my opinion. You got to have that passion, that drive, and really that no quit attitude, and just go get it. Like, even it was months on at a time where it was just bad months. But I was like, hey, I know what I'm doing it for. I built me a good team as well, because I don't believe that nobody can do stuff by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And once we put everything in motion, it just was a matter of time. You got a good product, just a matter of time. The people gonna keep on coming. It's always gonna be something better. It's always gonna be somebody bigger than you out there as far as business sense. But if you know what you're doing, and people gonna naturally gravitate to it. And up until recently, I'm talking about, we didn't have a marketing budget, nothing. Like, it's been all like organic as far as just word of mouth and social media for us as far as was the growth up until like literally, when I say recently, 8 weeks ago, I finally kind of got like a little budget. I was like, okay, I can spend X amount on, putting this person here. I can spend X amount on, Instagram, stuff like that. But up until then, it was all just social media and just people referrals, word of mouth.
Well, I'm glad that it all worked out. I'm glad all the referrals are going good. I'm glad the business is going good. Yeah. So where can we find you? Where can the people find you?
Oh man, Red Zone Training Center.
Because you are.
Yeah, I'm Red. That's I'm Red at Red Zone Training Center. Yeah. We're on 1960 on the north side. Come find us, man. We're 5 minutes away from Willowbrook Mall. So
I'm glad you told me. Yeah. Now you can tell the people. Yeah,
6560 Cypress Creek Parkway, Red Zone Training Center, the best gym on the north side. He's south side over here, but yes, gym on the north side. But website is redzonehtx.com. So definitely come find us, man. Come ask to see Red. Your first week is on us.
And we gonna go to El Torino's.
El Tiempo.
El Tiempo. That's the name.
Not getting paid by them either.
No, not getting paid by that. Hey, but I appreciate you. Thank you so much, man. This was great.
Hey, thank you, bro.
Good to know you. Yeah.
Yes, sir.